In the last lecture, we have derived the equation of continuity. The equation of continuity states that del dot J plus dabba rho by dabba T is equal to 0, or the same thing can be written by shifting the second term on RHS. Del dot J equal to minus dabba rho by dabba T. So this is what we have derived in the last lecture. Here J stands for probability current density or probability current, and the expression for J, which is vector quantity, is H cross upon twice Im psi star del psi minus psi del psi star. So this is the expression for probability current density or probability current, and note that it's a vector quantity. The reason is the vector differential operator being there in the expression. Del is a vector differential operator. Rho stands for probability density, and whose definition is psi star psi. So J is probability current density or probability current, and rho is probability density, which is defined as product of psi star psi. Remember the way we have interpreted the probability current is probability flow. Current means flow. It's not current which we have in electricity or in electronics. It is to be interpreted as a flow. Probability flow. Now this particular expression dabba rho by del dot J equal to minus dabba rho by dabba T, we are going to see the significance of this equation. So the article which we are going to discuss is significance of equation of continuity. What I am going to do is I am going to consider an arbitrary surface. So this is an arbitrary surface S which encloses volume V. This arbitrary surface has enclosed volume V in a space, and we are considering a small volume element in it. So dV is a small volume element of this volume, which is at a position R from an arbitrary origin. So what I am going to do now is I am going to take integral of this equation del dot J equal to minus dabba rho by dabba T, What I am going to do is I will take volume integral of this equation over this particular volume which is enclosed by this arbitrary surface. So this equation will become del dot J dV equal to minus dabba rho by dabba T dV over this particular volume. Now this is our equation 2. In order to interpret this particular equation, what I am going to consider now is this del dot J. So this volume integral can be converted into surface integral by using Gauss divergence theorem. So by making use of Gauss divergence theorem, this volume integral on left hand side, volume integral del dot J dV can be converted into surface integral over as J dot ds. J dot ds. This is our equation number 3. So volume integral has been converted into surface integral by making use of Gauss divergence theorem. Substituting this equation 3 in equation 2 for this left hand side, what I will get is surface integral J dot ds equal to minus integral dabba rho by dabba t dv. This is volume integral. This is our equation number 4. So let us look at this equation number 4. Particularly LHS of equation 4 represents the total flux. Integral stands for totality. Total flux of vector field J across the arbitrary surfaces enclosing volume V. So this gives me total flux of vector field J, and inspection of this particular equation number 1 tells me that when del dot J is positive, then dabba rho by dabba t is negative. The meaning is, when there is net outflux of vector field J, then probability density decreases with time. So if there is net outflux of vector field J, then probability density at that particular point in the space decreases with time. And decrease in probability density in some region will result in increase in probability density elsewhere. So the total probability over entire space remains constant, and therefore inspection of this particular equation tells me that when this is positive, this will be negative; when this is negative, this will be positive. So if there is a decrease in probability density, there will be increase somewhere else, and if there is increase in probability density, then there will be decrease of probability density in some other region of the space, and total probability always remains unity, or total probability always remains constant, and therefore equation of continuity is essentially the law of conservation, essentially the statement of law of conservation of probability. So the first interpretation of equation of continuity is that it is essentially the statement of law of conservation of probability. Then if we consider a motion of large number of identical non-interacting particles, such as if you have a beam of photons, if we consider motion of photons in a beam, then we know that photons are identical and non-interacting particles. They do not interact with each other. Then in that case, if you want to apply the equation of continuity, then this J will stand for particle flux. This will stand for particle flux for motion of identical non-interacting particles, and rho will stand for particle density. What we are doing is we are interpreting the equation of continuity, namely del dot J equal to minus dabba rho by dabba t. Here for beam of particles, non-interacting particles, J will stand for particle flux, and rho will stand for particle density. Del dot J will stand for net particle flux. So if there is net particle flux of particle, if del dot J is positive, then particle density there at that point or in some volume element about a given point, dabba rho by dabba t will decrease with time. Dabba rho by dabba t will be negative. So there is loss of particles. If there is loss of particles in some region of space, there will be gain of particles in some other region of the space. So loss of particles is compensated by gain of particles in some other region. So this tells me that total number of particles are always remaining constant. If del dot J is positive, this will decrease. If this is negative, then this will increase. So loss is accounted by gain of particles in some other region, and over the entire space, total number of particles are always constant, or the number always remains constant, and therefore the equation of continuity the equation of continuity also represents the law of conservation of matter. This also represents law of conservation of matter. Law of conservation of matter. So first interpretation is, it is essentially the statement of law of conservation of probability. The second interpretation is, it also represents the law of conservation of matter. Now in terms of probability, we can say that the total probability over the entire space always remains constant. Okay. Total probability over entire space always remains constant, and this is what we are going to prove. So if there is loss in probability, there will be gain of probability in some other region. Total probability is always constant. So how will you write this statement in mathematics? Rho is probability density, probability per unit volume, multiplied by dV is probability in volume V. Integral will give me total probability, and this total probability remains constant, means doesn't change with time. It doesn't change with time. This is what we are going to prove, dabba rho by dabba t. So this can be proved as follows by making use of equation of continuity. This is volume integral over entire space. This volume integral over entire space. This dV tells me that variable of integration is volume. So this I am writing as integral dabba rho by dabba t dV equal to minus del dot J dV. So we have taken volume integral of this particular thing, and this is what I have got. Okay, minus sign has been shifted to this particular side. This volume integral can be converted into surface integral by making use of Gauss divergence theorem. Again, Gauss divergence theorem states that volume integral del dot A dV, del dot some vector field A dV equal to surface integral A dot ds. This is how you can convert this del dot J into surface integral. So this is a next equation number, say 5, this is say 6. By making use of this equation will become volume integral dabba rho by dabba t dV equal to minus volume integral converted to surface integral, surface del dot J dot ds. Del dot J has been written as J dot ds, and therefore this volume integral dabba rho by dabba t dV will become, has a minus sign, we will substitute value of J, which is H cross upon twice Im psi star del psi minus psi del psi star. So minus H cross upon twice Im, and then surface integral. Inside the bracket what we have is psi star del psi minus psi del psi star dotted with ds vector, So this is dot product, this integrand is dot product of two vectors. This vector dotted with ds vector. We know that surface element is also a vector, and direction of that vector is the direction of normal drawn to that particular surface. Let me tell you that if you look at the integrand of right hand side, then we know that this particular surface is extending up to infinity because it has to enclose the volume of the entire space. So since the surface has to enclose volume of the entire space, the surface must extend up to infinity. And at infinity what we know is that the wave function and their derivatives, precisely their magnitudes, they tend to 0. And therefore integrand on the right hand side in this equation, integrand on the right hand side in this equation is 0, and therefore integral dabba rho by dabba t dv is 0. So volume integral is 0. If this is 0, then what we have is this thing, d by dt integral rho dv is 0. So d by dt, this is nothing but total probability. The dt of total probability is 0. This implies that total probability is constant. Total probability is constant. Total probability is constant. So we have proved that the total probability over the entire space is always conserved, or the total probability over the entire space always remains constant and has a normalized value equal to unity. Let me tell you that this equation of continuity, whose physical significance we are discussing, this occurs in many branches of physics. The equation of continuity occurs in many branches of physics, such as in statistical mechanics, in fluid mechanics, and so on. Fluid mechanics deals with study of fluids. Fluid is a common term which is used for both liquids as well as gases. So let me tell you that when this equation of continuity is applied to fluid, then J stands for fluid current. J stands for fluid current. And rho, probability density, will stand for fluid density. Fluid density. And as usual, when del dot J is positive, the meaning is when there is net outflow of fluid in some region of fluid, then the fluid density there decreases with time. Dabba rho by dabba t is negative. If del dot J is negative, then means when there is no net outflow of fluid in some region of space, then dabba rho by dabba t will be positive. Then fluid density will increase with time. So if there is net outflow, then fluid density will increase with time, and increase in fluid density in some region will be compensated by increase in the fluid density in some other region. Let me tell you that when del dot J is 0, fluid or precisely liquid is said to be compressible, incompressible. If del dot J is 0, then the liquid is said to be incompressible. Why? Because if del dot J is 0, rho is a constant and therefore dabba rho by dabba T is 0. Since rho is constant, since fluid density is constant, that liquid or fluid is incompressible. So this is what physical significance of equation of continuity is. Let me summarize. It is essentially the statement of law of conservation of probability. It also represents the law of conservation of matter, and it is applicable in most of the branches of physics such as statistical mechanics and in fluid mechanics. And particularly in fluid mechanics, it has a crucial significance. With this, we will solve one problem here, which is based on calculation of probability current density. The problem states that obtain probability current density, associated with the wave function, psi of x equal to ae raised to I kx, where the function psi of x equal to ae raised to I kx represents the space part of the wave function, associated with a free particle moving along positive x-axis with momentum h cross k. So you are given a space part of the free particle wave function, namely psi equal to ae raised to I kx. Time part as usual will be e raised to minus iet by h cross, and that will give you complete wave function, which will be function of x and t. But only space part has been given because while taking psi star psi, the time part gets cancelled. So space part of the wave function associated with free particle which is moving along positive x-axis has given, and that free particle has momentum p equal to h cross k, and you are asked to obtain probability current density. So solution of this problem is, you write expression for J. J is a vector quantity and it's expression for J in 3 dimensions, probability current or probability current density. Expression is h cross upon twice Im, then psi star del psi minus psi del psi star. This is in 3 dimensions. But since our free particle, the free particle is one on which no force acts. It has no potential energy. Its total energy is entirely kinetic. If that particle is moving along positive x-axis, then this J I am rewriting as Jx, H cross upon twice Im. So probability current or probability current density in one dimension, precisely along x-axis, will be given by this expression psi star. Instead of del psi, dabba psi by dabba x minus psi, instead of del psi star, dabba psi star by dabba x. So this is expression for probability current or probability current density along x-axis. Now we know that psi star, psi stands for Ae raised to ikx, psi star stands for A star e raised to minus ikx. Okay, then dabba psi by dabba x stands for ik A e raised to ikx. Dabba psi star by dabba x will stand for ik A star e raised to minus ikx. So these are the quantities which I will need. Wave function psi itself, A e raised to ikx. Then its complex conjugate, A becomes A star, I is replaced by minus I. Derivative of psi with respect to x, dabba psi by dabba x, ik A e raised to ikx. Dabba psi star by dabba x minus ik A star e raised to minus ikx. And then substituting these values in this expression, Jx equal to H cross upon twice Im, and then in parenthesis psi star A star e raised to minus ikx. Then dabba psi by dabba x is this ik A e raised to ikx. Okay, then minus sign here, minus psi is A e raised to ikx into dabba psi star by dabba x is minus ik. So this becomes plus ik dabba psi star by dabba x ik A star e raised to minus ikx, e raised to minus ikx. This is equal to H cross upon twice Im. A star A becomes mod A star, and then ik e raised to ikx, e raised to plus ikx, they will contribute to unity because e raised to 0. So what I have is ik mod A square, this ik A star A mod A square, plus again ik mod A square, again ik mod A square. So this is what I will get, H cross upon twice Im, and then this becomes 2 times ik mod A square, 2 times ik mod A square. 2i gets cancelled, and I have H cross k upon m mod A square Jx. Okay, then H cross k is momentum p, so Jx is H cross k is p upon m mod A square. P is H cross k, P stands for mv, mass into velocity divided by mass mod A square. So mm gets cancelled, and Jx is v into mod A square. Jx is v mod A square. So this is the expression for probability current or probability current density for a free particle whose space part of the wave function is A raised to ikx, which is moving along x-axis with momentum p equal to H cross k. How will you interpret this? Probability current of a free particle moving along x-axis is governed by two parameters, namely its velocity and its amplitude. Amplitude means strength of the de Broglie wave associated with it, and the velocity. So for a given constant amplitude, greater the velocity of the particle, greater is the probability current or probability current density, and so on. So next time we will discuss operators in quantum mechanics. Today we will stop here.